How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have to take a look at SENS stock and BNGO stock today because they're both moving a lot. If we look at the 1 day here, SENS is up 43% and BNGO is up 10%. So what's going on? We're going to cover it. I like covering these stocks. I haven't covered them as much recently, but some people have been reaching out to me asking if I would update my opinion on them. And honestly, there just hasn't been a lot going on, but both of them are moving today, and they do have some news. So I'm going to cover them. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button, I really appreciate that. I plan on updating you guys with these stocks because I'm still holding them. I'm still holding the stocks that I bought a while ago. Just again, some of these, I know we look day to day on different stocks, but some of these are just like couple month, couple year holds. So I'm not updating every single day. But again, hitting the like button lets me know that you guys like these kinds of videos. Also hit subscribe if you haven't done that already. There is a link down there to Webull in case you want some free stocks. You can get a couple free stocks worth up to $1,850. Just deposit $100. And there's a link down there to BlockFi in case you want interest rate on your crypto. And you can get up to 10% in stablecoin, which is amazing because it doesn't fluctuate in price. So imagine getting 10% at your bank. Now it is a little bit different. Always do your research, but I do have money in there. And if you guys want to check that out, they're giving up to $250 worth of bonus when you sign up. So SEN stock is up significantly today, about 40%. Now this jumped, it gapped up last night after hours and went from, this $2 range that had been stuck in for 4 or 5 days and went up to $2.70 as of this morning. Now, what's happening with SENS? Well, they announced from their PROMISE study demonstrating strong accuracy of the 180-day continuous glucose monitoring sensor. So this is something that I've talked about in the past. This is one of the reasons that I am holding onto this because of their 180-day sensor. Now, there are several different continuous glucose monitoring companies, but SENS has the 90-day system, which is much longer than everything else. And then the 180-day is in the works right now. So they're still waiting for approval, but they got really positive results from this. So it says the value of CGM for patients with diabetes, especially those requiring insulin, is unquestioned. To enable more clients or more patients to utilize CGM, there needs to be choice in product features. The accuracy profile demonstrated by Eversense in the PROMISE study validates this role that a long-term implantable CGM system can play in helping people manage their glucose levels. So that's awesome. They give some interesting info here. Now, some of this is pretty technical. There is someone that does full videos, and he's a doctor on SENS, Dr. Dean. So if you guys want this broken down a little bit more, he can give a little bit more clarification to all that. But you can see that they had a confirmed hypoglycemic alert detection rate of 93% for the primary sensor and 94% for the SBA sensor. There were no related serious adverse events. All sensors were removed during the initial removal procedure, and 1.1% of patients had a mild infection in the procedural site. They said, "We are very pleased with the results of the PROMISE study, which demonstrate an excellent safety and accuracy profile for the 180-day sensor. The study was initiated in December 2018, and we're grateful to the tireless clinical investigators and then some of the people that were in it." So awesome news. Now, this has not been approved yet by the FDA, but we are waiting on it. So this says the PROMISE study has a prospective multi-center trial designated to evaluate the Eversense in people with diabetes over 180-day period, and was the basis of the pre-market application submissions to the FDA and to BSI for CE mark in Europe. So again, great news. Now, we still have to wait on this, but it does offer very promising results for the future, which is why SENS is up so much. Now, BNGO is up 9%. Now, it does not have the same news. I really couldn't find much news on BNGO. Now, there's a Motley Fool article talking about how they had better than expected Q1 results. I've covered that in the past. They talk about here how they have been selling some other products, but overall, there's not much news on it. There are some companies that are covering it today because it's up like as market movers. I think maybe the reason that this is up today is from the jobs report this morning. So if you didn't pay attention to this or you didn't see it, the jobs report came in lower than expected. So new jobs were lower. And that is actually sometimes bullish for the stock market, or at least in the growth sector, because that means that there's less of a chance for the Fed to raise rates. So if people still don't have jobs, they're not as likely to think the economy is booming and that they want to raise rates, which raising rates that hurts the growth stocks because of the time value of money, and just because it's just not a good thing for growth stocks. I've done videos on it before. So overall, when we see inflation fears, when we see different things that make us think that the rates are going to be raised by the Fed or even raised earlier than we were expecting, it's pretty bad for growth stocks. Now, I think this is almost a normal move, especially on a day where the Nasdaq's up 1.5%. Some of these stocks, I'm not surprised by them moving so much without much news on them. So right now, I'm not buying either of these. I'm still holding on to it. So I bought BNGO at $1.25 and SENS at $1.70 and then $1.50. I don't think I picked up any more after that, but I'm still holding. I think if SENS gets their 180-day system approved, that's going to be great. That's going to be very bullish for the stock. And overall, I think they could be a dominant force in this industry. Maybe they get bought out too. I don't know, but that is a possibility. The other thing is both of these companies are well capitalized right now because they did raise money. So when their stock price went up dramatically, because SENS was up in the $5 range, when they raised capital, it makes the underlying company a lot stronger. BNGO did the same thing. They have hundreds of millions of dollars. So they do burn through a lot of money right now because these are high growth stocks. Like, they're not growing revenues that much because they're in clinical trials. They're still selling devices. There's still a lot left to be done with these companies. These are very early stage. These are biomedical companies. They're genomics companies. They're very difficult to make money on at first, but the thought is down the line they're going to bring in a lot of money or get bought out or something like that. So right now they are kind of a gamble, but I think it is positive news. I really think SENS will get approval for the 180-day system. And BNGO, I just want to see some big partnerships or some sales. And then if that's the case, then I might be more likely to invest even more. But right now I am holding off a little bit on buying some of these stocks. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't or you should. I'm not a financial advisor. I think, again, if you're looking at SENS and thinking, I want to grow a position in this, this was very bullish news recently. So that is the update for SENS and for BNGO. I want to hear your thoughts on these down below. Are you buying these? Are you waiting? Have you bought in a long time ago? Did you buy when they were at the peak? Let me know down in the comments below. Right now, I am watching AMC like a hawk. I have to say, it's very interesting. But some of these other stocks I love seeing move too. So again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. If you want to check out the link down below to Webull, you can get some free money. Also, there is a link that will be pinned at the top to BlockFi in case you want an interest rate on your crypto or on some of your money. You can convert it over to stablecoin. Again, 10% is just a killer rate. So if you guys want to check that out, you can. Thank you guys. Let me know if you guys want more of these by hitting the like button, or let me know in the comment section too. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.